All right, we're back to the movies today. Mistakes were made. We're going to go over them today. Welcome to Sticks and Spirits. Hey, welcome back to Sticks and Spirits. While we go over the bracket that we've made and gotten entirely through the first round, we're going to be drinking and smoking two really mainstream but classic brands, a Four Roses bourbon and a Macanudo cigar. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Four Roses while you guys pour yourselves a drink. The newest Four Roses distillery was built in 1910 in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. And Four Roses, for a very long time, was considered to be a very kind of a lower-end bourbon. And the reason is because in 1943, they were bought by Seagram's. So Seagram's is really known for its blended whiskey. And so all Four Roses did, or at least their main thing was to send kind of a basic bourbon to Europe. And to this day, if you go to Europe and you go to a bar that's not a bourbon bar, it's getting more popular over there, but if it's not a bourbon bar, you're likely going to find Jim Beam and Four Roses.
Okay.
But Four Roses really re-released to the United States in 1995, and they've got some really classic releases. Their Single Barrel is a very, very good bourbon. We've had it before, not on the show, but everyone's had it. And we were at a cigar show last Saturday, the three of us.
Cigar Fest?
Cigar Fest in Michigan. And we got to try this small batch select. And we thought it was very good. So let's have it this week. So something interesting about Four Roses and all of their bourbons. They use 2 mash bills and 5 different yeast strains and combine them for 10 different recipes. They have 4 initials. O, which is always means it's a Four Roses. B means it's straight bourbon. S is the whiskey distillation, which is a straight whiskey. And the 4th letter is the yeast strain. But for this, they use 6 of their recipes and blend it together for this small batch. So it has an interesting mash bill. It's a blend of 75% corn, 20% rye, 5% malted barley, and 60% corn, 35% rye, and 5% malted barley.
Okay.
So those two come together. Let's see what we get this on the nose. It's got a
smells sweet.
It's got a light amber color.
Yeah.
But it's got some nice legs. And a very sweet vanilla.
Oh, that's great.
Maybe a little creme brulee.
Yeah.
And our old go-to, a little bit of spice.
Spice, not much.
Yeah.
Not much.
Pretty good, Mike. What
It's
do you
104 proof. So for Four Roses, it's actually pretty high. And you get a little bit of that ethanol.
On the back end, though. Nothing on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit on the back.
Want to give it a try, guys?
So what do we have?
We already have.
The ethanol's not very heavy on it.
Mm-hmm.
And 104 is not super high. Not for us. I mean, we're
Sure.
blended whiskey. They're used to releasing at 83 proof, but the taste is kind of reminiscent of the smells in this one.
Yep,
Right?
it still has that
Yeah.
bite on the back end, a little bit of bite,
some
but it's not too
vanilla.
high.
Yep.
No,
I get a lot of vanilla to me.
Yep.
Sweet, very sweet. And the smell and the flavor are pretty similar on this one.
Yeah. So a lot of you may think that Four Roses is lower end. What you get is really good prices and some really nice bourbons. This is a $44.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
The single barrel is like 48, which is a really, really good bourbon. And they all have different of those 4 letters I was talking about because they're single barrel. Those are all over the place. This is a blend of 6 that are going to be the same.
Okay.
Hence the select.
Hence the select. It's going to use the same ones.
Really, it's almost a little.
It's got
It's got better legs, but it comes through a little thinner on my palate.
I agree with that. Yeah.
If you had some that
light.
were more, yeah.
Some of the higher proofs appear thicker. This one does not.
Although it's got a decent finish.
Oh yeah,
It's not a
100%.
super long finish,
No.
but it's a pretty good finish.
Yeah.
You guys enjoy that a little bit more. And why don't you light up this cigar? This is a Macanudo Inspirado White. Macanudo is another classic brand that really sometimes isn't considered high end. And this is the Churchill size, so it's a little bit longer, 7 inches. more of a 50 ring gauge than what I bring for you guys. Macanudo's part of General Cigars. It's one of the first cigars I ever smoked. So when I first started smoking cigars,
Really?
yeah. So when I first started smoking cigars, I was going on a trip with this young lady who smoked cigarettes. Now we weren't married, so I was getting mad that she was smoking cigars in the car and it smelled. I'm like, well, wait a minute, this isn't her problem; it's my problem. I don't have to be here.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't beat them, join them. But I wasn't going to smoke cigarettes, so we stopped at a Wawa. Shout out to the East Coast, and I got White House for like 50 cents for 3 cigars.
Wow.
And I liked them. And then about 2 weeks later, somebody said, if you like those, you ought to try Macanudo. And I'm like, damn it, I should have stayed with those 50 cents for 3 cigars because I like those. I can't smoke them anymore. But I still like Macanudos. This has a Honduran wrapper, Honduran binder, and a mix of Dominican, Honduran, and Nicaraguan fillets. And General Cigar makes these. They make Partagas. They make an awful lot of cigars. But this is for $6, $7.
So, nice price point.
Yeah. Yep. Nice price point. It's light for us, right? It's kind of a
Very light.
Connecticut wrapper.
Very easy to smoke.
This for sure would have been a good Noble cigar. 100%.
Yeah, Noble would enjoy this one.
Yeah, easy to smoke. I'm not getting a lot of depth of
Yeah.
flavor.
No, it's definitely not an overload or anything like that.
But it's a pleasant smoke with a pleasant bourbon. And if you're going to sit outside on a hot day,
Yep.
right? This is not
warm day.
or a pleasantly warm day. This is not a bad way to go for a combination. And you're talking about a really decent price point.
There's not a ton of flavor on this one. Just kind of.
No, but it's easy to smoke. It's a pleasant experience.
Yep.
So if you're someone who's maybe not really into cigars and wanted to try one, the
This would be a
Macanudo
good-
is
this would be a good
it's not a bad way to go.
And even bourbon wise, the Four Roses. I mean, this would be
Absolutely.
a great starting point for someone.
By the way, the Four Roses Distillery started Benchmark and Angel Rare, which now reside with Buffalo Trace.
Interesting.
But
Angel Rare or Eagle Rare?
Eagle Rare, thank you. It was either going to be Angel Envy or Eagle
Yeah.
Rare, and I put them together. Eagle Rare, thank you.
Yeah, don't do that yourself. Don't put them together yourself.
Correct.
Grunk's tip of the day.
We don't know this.
I don't normally have a bunch of tips, but hey, let's go with it.
Well, we'll get back to this in a little bit. Let's get into the movies.
Well, it's been a while. We haven't filmed in a while.
Correct.
We've all had a lot. Summertime. I'm sure you guys have all had a lot going on. And if you've been anywhere in, I don't know, 2/3 of the country, it's been hot. So actually, we're not complaining that we haven't been outside with you guys for a little bit because it's been god awful hot.
It's really been hot.
So today is a nice, pleasant morning. It's feeling good. We're back at the golf course. We haven't actually left there, but we're not drenched in full sweat for this. So
Which is a nice thing, right?
it's much better for them.
So where do we want to start, Timmy? What did we mess up, or who did we leave out?
So what movies, let's start with this way. What movies are in here
That we would have taken out.
that we would now,
Take out
if
now.
we were to redo it today, we'd take out?
I think we can all probably agree on Up in Smoke.
Yep.
That I think that's
Yes.
the no-brainer, easy, which I believe was a 7 seed.
Might have been 7 or 8. Might have been
Yeah.
I think a 7 seed in the top left.
It was a 7 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the memories were there. It just didn't hold up nearly as well. I know we touched on that during it. I would also say Strange Brew. That was one that I believe myself and Oz fought for.
Yeah, that was
I would have fought
that
for
was
it too, though.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I really
really?
do. Oh, I
Okay.
love Strange Brew.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
I'd
then
say
there
that.
was one other for me that was like, this shouldn't be here. That was The Jerk.
That was one of mine. And then I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack from this for the fans.
Oh, be careful. Be careful.
I don't care what they say. I don't think the Big Lebowski
Oh,
has any
he went
business
there.
being on here.
He went there.
I'll be the bad
Baby
guy.
does not speak for management.
I will be the bad guy.
Maybe
You
a bad
will-
guy.
I need
Hey,
Maybe.
comment how wrong I am. I don't care.
Not only that, that's going to be a short for everyone
Yeah,
to watch
oh, yeah,
now because
oh, yeah.
you went there.
I would
Because
at
you
least
all
maybe kept
love
it.
the Big Lebowski.
I would have kept it at an 8 seed just so I don't have to deal with a cult following.
No,
coming after
get
me.
rid of it.
Maybe
Get
I'll
it
jump on
gone.
your back.
Get
That
it
was
out
hard
of here.
watch.
Get it out of here.
Was that the only time you've watched it?
Yes.
Okay, I would suggest maybe watch
That
it.
was the first time. It's a good movie, but it's not
Is
that
it though?
good of a comedy.
Oh, now you,
I
hey, you know what?
see,
Move
now
over. Now
I-
you got some now you got some friends coming in.
Let's get on the bus
No.
together, baby.
I mean, you're gonna have to make room.
there needs to be some controversy. I mean,
I'm with
come
you.
on.
I'm with you. That was a hard watch.
Yeah, give me
That
some
was a hard watch.
controversy. Christmas Vacation shouldn't have been on this list.
I agree with that.
Now that-
I don't agree with that.
Now that I disagree with Timmy. That is a great class. We know your stance on it. That was made
Did
clear.
not go great.
But I
I mean, we could like Trading Places. Good movie.
Oh,
Not a great comedy.
I thought that
In
was
my
great.
opinion.
Yeah, I thought that's a great comedy.
That belongs.
All right, I'll stand
I think that one.
You're in the minority on that one.
I'll
Yeah.
sit over here. All right.
I'll sit over here.
Okay.
Good movie though. I'd watch it again.
But here's a segue for you. Because we're going to go into what should have been in there. And I'm probably going to surprise you guys because we've watched a lot of movies that I really didn't like. And of course, when we say what should have been there, I'm going to go with
Young Frankenstein.
no question about it.
Yeah.
But you get past that. So for myself, when we did the initial seedings, I didn't do a lot of research. I didn't look at all the lists. I wanted it to be my opinion and our
Yep.
opinion.
Yeah.
When I knew we were going to do this pod and say, what did we miss? I looked at the AFI list of the top 100 comedies. I looked at IMBD list of comedies. I looked at Comedy Central list of comedies.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you that overall, I think we did a much better job than I thought we did when I first
Okay.
started thinking about this because, kind of your point, Mike, I think that's a good segue. A lot of the comedies that all of those lists put in common are stories that are humorous.
Right.
A Fish Called Wanda. They're not what we would call raucous comedies.
Yeah.
They're all movies that have some funniness to them that I don't think the way we have defined comedies actually fit any more than some
Interesting.
of these.
Yeah. Okay.
And then a lot of them were old.
Well, and I think we made that point as we ourselves were going through this list of, to your point, Mike, Trading Places, and a lot of the 80s comedies didn't hold. It's just a different type of comedy than what our newer
Yes.
versions
100%.
have
We
more.
learned that. We learned that.
Tootsie was on the list. That's something you guys
Sure.
should at least be familiar with.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Dustin Hoffman.
Which was an entertaining movie, but I wouldn't even. I mean, it is a comedy technically because but it's not what we're thinking of when we think of funny movies.
Right.
Right.
Well, and that's what I mean. Comedy is obviously subjective, and it's quite a large category. I mean, there's a lot of things they can throw in comedy that don't fit in other things. And we've also talked about several movies that maybe would have been better. I think it was more during the initial phase of figuring out which ones we were going to put in here. But when you start breaking down rom-coms, romantic comedies versus straight-up comedies, and other
Right.
styles of comedy, everybody has a little bit of different opinions based on what they like or what they find amusing and fun.
But I think what our lists, kind of a unifying factor of it is
It's white.
there's some truth to that.
There's that.
And we had Trading Places, but we knocked it out. So there's some
Sorry.
there's some truth to that.
What?
Jokes.
The
Not humorous situations. Not fish out of water jokes.
right. We like the one-liners. We like the
As Timmy always says, the one-liners on the golf course.
Yeah.
For a lot of the rankings we did, especially for the closer matchups, it would always come down to that type of criteria.
Yep.
But I do think we should have Young Frankenstein. What do you guys think?
Very easy burn, Timmy. It's enjoyable, not overwhelming with flavor, but I would view this as a great golf course cigar.
Absolutely.
Just something easy to enjoy.
Yeah, the construction is fine. It's not.
Fine,
It's not
fine.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you know yours is burning great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, you must know what you're doing, baby.
I was groomed very well.
There you go.
But this
on our
is
next podcast.
this is very nice.
I have enjoyed the bourbon a lot.
As it gets colder, it's better for me. Like it's a good mix though. It's they complement each other. They're
Yeah, I mean,
neither one are overbearing,
if I'm-
overpowering.
if I'm out on a deck or if I'm out on the course, I don't typically drink bourbon on the course. I do something else. But if I'm just relaxing, I'm not getting serious about it. It's a fine combination.
Yeah.
And the price points are right.
Very manageable.
You know, if I'm getting serious about a pairing and trying something, I'm going to get a little bit more proof, and I'm
Sure.
going to get a little darker wrap.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
great entry points both.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
100%. And I haven't had like just a straight up Four Roses, so I can't compare it to that. But I think for the price point, if you're trying to get something that's going to be enjoyable, this is the bottle to get.
I always thought Four Roses was a basement bottom brand cheap. Like having not really entered the bourbon world too much until recently, I would have never picked Four Roses. I just kind of thought they were like down in the barrel, no good. Just
That has
and I
been
don't know
their,
why.
that has been their reputation.
Yeah.
It just has been.
That's good.
But they recommitted themselves. They got bought by I think it's called Kirin, which is a Japanese company. And some of you don't know, the Japanese are really into whiskeys. They make
Yep.
some.
Oh,
They make some scotches. They make some American style, some bourbon style whiskeys. But they're really into investing, and they own a number of brands, including Jim Beam, which is a big brand. So
yep.
As American as you get, I would think.
yeah.
Why
Right.
not?
And so you know, they're kind of committed to their craft, and it's pretty good. So, anything else for the good of us and for the folks out there?
On to round two, baby.
On to round 2, but keep those comments coming.
Yep.
Agree, disagree, what voice it. Keep hitting the subscribe, share it. You know, we love getting that feedback in. This is enjoyable for us. We hope that you're finding enjoyment out of all of this. And if you're not, let us know. We're not for everybody.
We're not for everybody. All right, so let's pick one for next week. Let's do Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah,
Let's ease our feet back in.
Okay.
Let's go Robin Hood
Robin
Men in
Hood.
Tights. Now, when we started this, we said we would watch every movie, which we have.
Yep.
Yep.
But we said we don't have to watch everyone every time
Yep.
because of timing
Yeah.
and because
Yeah.
we've already seen it. And we'll stick to that. But I know for myself, well, I wasn't going to. At least for this round, I'm going to watch them again.
Well, and I think for some of these movies, we did watch some together as a group, which enhanced the experience.
Yeah, so enjoyable.
Some of these matchups, we're going to have to get back together to watch some of these films that we didn't watch in the first round.
Yeah, that would be a fun way to do it for
Yeah.
sure. Well, I guess that's it for us here from Boulder Point in Oxford, Michigan. Like and subscribe.
Please.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep your sticks lit, keep your spirits high. Cheers.
Cheers.